So there's a new Battles 1 update being released, update 6.14, and these are the patch notes. So if we go straight into it, I'm going to give you my thoughts on it, and then I want to hear your thoughts on this new update in the comments down below. But let's check it out. So the first off, we got a new map called Dungeon. This is under new features, and honestly the map looks pretty cool, and I'm pretty excited to play it because it actually does look like a pretty fun map. Second off, then we have some Sandbox mode improvements. And it says right here, you now have the option to reset the cooldown of powers and abilities, clear all towers, and clear all balloons, which is actually going to be pretty cool because that way, like, if you're sending a rush or something, then you don't have to wait it out. You can just go and clear it. Like, say you are on round 40 and you're sending, like, a bunch of CMGs, you don't have to, like, ground 0 50 times or, you know, wait 3 minutes for them to be gone. You can just clear them. So that's definitely an improvement. Loving that, and that makes it easier for people to play around with the sandbox mode. So definitely a good change in my opinion. Let's move on to the balance changes here. So first of all, we have the tag shooter. The 4x ring of fire pierce is being increased from 60 to 80. And this is a huge buff for the tag shooter. Like, just for the Ring of Fire alone, it's gonna be so much more OP right now. Like, Ring of Fire was already pretty good to begin with to use, but now it's just gonna be way better. So definitely like a huge buff for the tag shooter, and I definitely think, I don't know if this is gonna make any changes to the meta, but I definitely think it's gonna make a big difference to just tag shooter strategies in general. I think the Ring of Fire will be used more now on. Second off, we have the bomb tower. And as you can see, it says the base projectile speed goes from 445 to 600, which means that it's being sped up by like 20% or something like that. It's being sped up by a lot, basically. So it's just going to have a lot more speed, which is going to make the bomb like just better in general. And this is just the base speed, like from the 0-0 bomb. As you can see, the cluster bomb as well gets a projectile speed from 480 to 600. Again, a huge buff right here. And the 4x balloon impact, now like the stun now also affects, or it's like reapplied to already stunned balloons. So if you already stunned something, it's just gonna keep on stunning them. So it's not really gonna glitch out, because there have been a lot of deaths with the bomb tower from people just like this, the stun just wearing off, basically. So definitely a huge improvement to the bomb tower. This might even be a new meta tower, honestly, just with these huge buffs. Like, it is getting so much stronger. The X2 missile launcher, the projectile speed is also being increased from 875 to 1000, which also pretty good. That just means more Moab damage. And the Moab Mauler as well, the projectile speed is being increased from 445 to 600. Then we have the Ninja Monkey right here, and nothing much has been changed here. The Flash Bomb damage is now from 2 to 3, which honestly isn't really going to make a big difference because nobody uses Flash Bomb for damage, really. Maybe it'll... Like, I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. It's still like a 50% damage increase for the Flash Bomb. So, like, it's still pretty good, but I don't think this is really going to change anything much. Like, of course, it's cool. Flash Bomb has gotten better, but can't really say much more than that. The Monkey Apprentice, base, the pierce goes from 2 to 3. So if you place down a 0-0 monkey right now, like a wizard monkey, instead of just hitting 2 red balloons, it's now going to be able to hit 3 red balloons. That's basically what that means. And the 1x intense magic, pierce is also increased there. So basically just the 1-0 wizard is just more OP now. And as you can see, the X4 Summon Phoenix, ability duration from 20 seconds to 23 seconds. So this is also just going to be way more broken. Like, not a lot, but it's going to be a little better now. So Monkey Apprentice also gotten a buff, which is going to be interesting. There are probably going to be some new metas with everything going on right now. Now, if we look at the Monkey Village, we have the X3 MIB, which is now being decreased from 3,500 to 3,000. So that's also a pretty cool update just for the ecoers out there who like to go eco strategies with the villages. That's going to be cheaper, which is pretty cool. And the X4 calls to arms now increases from 20.5k to 21k. Honestly, not going to make a difference at all. Like, that's going to make no difference, just because if you can afford the X4 call to arms for 20.5k, you can also afford it at 21k. And you only get it late game anyway, so those extra $500, they're not going to make a difference at all. So yeah, that's probably kind of useless. That's the only nerf that it's not even really a nerf, like, it's not going to do too much. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Monkey Village at least. Spike Factory X3 Moab Shredder spikes now got a bit of a buff because the price has been decreased. So the X3 Moab Shredder is a little bit cheaper now, which, you know, should make it more viable, like easier to use. Because the Spike Factory is not the greatest tower. Honestly, I don't think they did enough when it comes to the Spike Factory. They definitely could have done something more to kind of like nerf it. Or sorry, buff it, I mean, because the Spike Factory is way too bad as it already is. It needs to be better. We got the Heli Pilot next. The X3 downdraft is now going to be 250 cheaper, which, if you want to do heli farming, I suppose, like, nobody uses the downdraft. If you want to do heli farming, then maybe it'll be like $250 cheaper, whatever that counts for. So, yeah, but again, I don't really see this changing anything for a heli. I don't see that a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, heli is so good now. It's not really. It's just a little bit cheaper. But did get a buff anyway though, so you know it's still an improvement. Like, we're working towards the right direction here, so I'm definitely a fan of that. Let's check out the Monkey Engineer here. We have the X4 overclock, which is now a lot cheaper, and the overclock is actually pretty good, but not a lot of people use it because it's so pricey. But now it's going to be $800 cheaper, so honestly, maybe some people will start using it now a bit more because it is good in some situations, but it's kind of rare because not everybody wants to use the overclock. But you know, it's still an improvement towards the Engineer. Let's check the Balloon Chipper. This is huge, by the way. The Balloon Chipper now has camo detection. The X1 long range suck grants camo detection, which is really, really cool because, like, you're gonna get the like the X1 upgrade anyway, no matter what. And since you have camo detection, dude, that is just gonna be like, the Balloon Chipper is gonna probably come back in the game. There are gonna be a lot more Balloon Chipper strategies out there, I definitely think. So that's gonna be very, very fun. I'm definitely excited for that. So that's a really good update in my opinion. If we check under the balloons right here, Space CMG eco penalty goes from minus $600 to minus 450. So if you send a Space CMG, instead of losing 600 eco, you're now only going to lose 450, which is pretty, it improves rushing a bit. Group CMG is also 450. So you can now send a group CMG, and instead of losing 900 eco, you're going to lose 450. This is huge when it comes to rushing, because now early game, like round 22, a lot more people are going to be able to send CMGs without it risking up messing up everything, basically. Because if you want to send a CMG, you're going to lose a bunch of eco, and now you can send a group CMG and only lose 450 eco. Like, this is a steal. This is definitely an improvement, and it also makes it so people aren't forced to go to, like, round 35 late game every single time because they're too scared to lose eco. So I definitely see there being a lot more aggressive strategies because of this. So this is honestly probably the biggest change NK has made in this update as of yet. But guys, if you agree with my thoughts on this new update, let me know in the comments, and also let me know what you guys think of this update. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, but I just thought I wanted to present it real quick for the people who might not understand the patch notes. So there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.